Is a mysterious time traveler's accurate predictions leading to disaster, or is there something else waiting to be unveiled?
In the quaint town of Willowbrook, a peculiar stranger with unkempt hair and mismatched clothes sauntered into the bustling market square. His name was Albert, and he claimed to be a time traveler from the year 3000. The townspeople couldn't decide whether to be amused or skeptical, but his eccentricity garnered attention nonetheless. Albert's predictions began with simple things, like the baker running out of croissants or Farmer Jones' cow giving birth to twins. It seemed like mere coincidence until he accurately foretold a rare solar eclipse that would occur the following week. That's when the townspeople began to take him seriously. Word of Albert's predictions spread like wildfire, and soon, the entire town eagerly gathered around him each morning, waiting to hear what the future held for them. However, as the days passed, the predictions turned ominous. He spoke of torrential rains flooding the town, a wild herd of buffalo rampaging through the streets, and even an alien invasion. At first, the townspeople laughed it off, dismissing these apocalyptic visions as the ramblings of an eccentric man. But panic ensued when a massive storm hit Willowbrook, and the nearby river threatened to burst its banks. The townspeople scrambled to build makeshift barricades, and Albert's warnings seemed to be coming true. Desperate for answers, the townspeople gathered around Albert, begging him to explain how they could avert the disaster. Albert looked around at their worried faces and sighed, "I am not a time traveler. I can't change the future, but I can see potential outcomes based on current events. My gift is merely glimpses of what could be." The townspeople were stunned. "You mean, all this time, you were just guessing?" someone shouted. Albert nodded solemnly. "Yes, my friends. I apologize for any distress my predictions may have caused. I never intended to deceive anyone." The crowd's mood shifted from panic to annoyance, and they grumbled. But then, a young girl, no older than 8, stepped forward. "Does this mean you can't help us prevent the disasters?" Albert smiled kindly at her. "Not in the way you might hope, dear. However, what I can do is give you all some advice. Instead of fearing the future, focus on making positive changes in the present. Small acts of kindness can ripple through time, creating a brighter future for everyone." The townspeople considered his words, realizing that they had become so focused on averting the disaster that they had forgotten the power they held in their own hands. Inspired by Albert's wisdom, they set out to work together to improve their town and foster a sense of community. Ultimately, the disasters Albert had predicted didn't come to pass. The storm subsided. The buffalo turned out to be a hoax orchestrated by mischievous teenagers, and the alien invasion was merely a group of eccentric tourists in peculiar outfits. Albert became a beloved figure in Willowbrook, not for his ability to predict the future but for his guidance in the present. The town flourished, and laughter once again filled the air. As for Albert, he decided to settle in Willowbrook permanently, enjoying the camaraderie and new friendships he had formed.
Did the forgotten time traveler weave a web of fake predictions to secure his place in the past, living a joyous life in a town that embraced the unexpected and laughed at life's quirks? What do you think? Let us know in the comment.